Hello all, and welcome to my next video. First things first, you might be able to notice I'm using a little bit of a different setup here. Not so much the room or anything I'm in or the background, but I'm just trying out a new thing. I kind of finally got a setup where I can use the aspect ratio I've been wanting to. Before I didn't have what I needed. Now I do. So yeah. And I guess just kind of to experiment with that, we're going to take a look at a Marvel Legends Forge figure. You might remember that in the video I did before this, it was the retro card Storm. And I talked about how I was doing a 90s X-Men and X-Factor kind of collection. And I had the Iceman, which I'm still not. I know it's not the most 90s accurate Iceman, but trying to find that one that came out a while back is kind of hard, so it's just going to have to do until we maybe get another one. I've been going back trying to get some Marvel Legends to kind of fill those voids, and Forge is one of them. I'm not the biggest Forge fan, but he's one of those characters that I think is kind of essential to the X-Men. You know, he's their tech guy. You know, he's kind of the guy that builds a lot of their stuff and fixes things. So he is like important in his own way, even though he might not be a lot of people's favorite. And I think he's more likable than a lot of like your kind of more overly serious characters in X-Men. But yeah, Forge. I think he's needed, so here we go. He is part of the Build-A-Figure Caliban set. I've seen some people building X-Force collections with this Build-A-Figure Caliban, and I know for sure that that's not an accurate Caliban for that, I don't think. But regardless, so yeah, he comes with one of the arms. Here's the back if you want to kind of pause it. Take a look at the little lining up here, all that jazz. I still think this is one of the better X-Men waves because it had all these like 90s X-Men in it. You could get the Jim Lee Gambit, Beast, Weapon X, Forge, Blink, Jubilee, and Skullbuster. To be honest, I don't know who Skullbuster is. The other one's cool. In this set, I think I have, now with this Forge, I have Gambit, I have Beast, I have Weapon X, and now I have Forge. So I have 4 out of the 7. I'm waiting to see if they release a more accurate Age of Apocalypse version of Blink. And there's a reason for that I'll get into another time. But yeah, Skullbuster, I mean, not really interested in. And to be totally honest, I'm not a big Jubilee fan at all. And she'll probably not make the cut of the 90s X-Men team I'm building. I know it's one of those things, she's part of the cartoon and she's an important character in that. But I don't know. There's something about Jubilee I've never really liked. Read Curse of the Mutants and you'll know what I mean by a character whose sole purpose was to just kind of mess up. But yeah, Forge. I think Forge is a good one to have for the collection. So we're just going to kind of get into unboxing him. Forge, for anybody who may not know, is basically is like a technopath type of character. His mutant power is that he can control technology. That's why he's their tech guy and everything. So he's really good in the Rise of Apocalypse game, I think it is. He has a small role, but he's pretty cool in it. Really not much going on with the rest of the box. I'll take that out. Let me see. We have accessories. Yep. Forge himself. All right, so whoa, those come off. Interesting. Okay, we'll take a look at Forge in a minute. Here's the Caliban arm. Looks like it's the left arm. Yeah, is what it is. He's got a pistol. He has, I'm just going to call it a sci-fi-esque gun, because I can't really, it kind of looks like some form of a shotgun, but it's got like a smaller muzzle on the bottom. It's like just one of those generic 90s sci-fi weapons. So, cool. And then we have Forge. See if we can get him kind of straightened out here. There we go. His legs are really stiff, I'm noticing. So you can actually stand. Yeah, he stands pretty well. So, head sculpt on Forge, I mean, he looks like Forge. He's got the red bandana, the blue and yellow and red that 90s team is kind of so synonymous with at this point. Interestingly enough, something I've always thought was very fascinating about so many of the characters in Marvel in general is like when they have something that's metal, it tends to look a lot like Colossus's armor. Like I've seen a lot of people draw Cable and Colossus's, like the metal that's on Colossus looks the same as what's on like Cable's arm. This is one of the few times where I think it's done a little bit differently. It does look a little bit more like it's got like a technological look to it. He's got the kind of frills on his boots. They will slide all the way down, but if you put them up above the calf, they'll actually just rest on the calf. So it's not much of a big thing. He's got his gloves. He's got a holster, a ponytail, all the standard articulation. Mine has really stiff legs. Everything else is pretty loose, nice clicks and everything. His torso is a little bit wonky. It doesn't go too far up or too far forward or back, so it's not going to mess anything up, thankfully. But yeah, so just kind of a thing. Let's see if we can. I'm guessing since he's got a holster, the gun is going to go in the holster, correct? I mean, yeah, perfect fit. Yeah, simple enough. He does have this, like, kind of strap thing on the back. I'm trying to, does the gun have a thing? Because he's got a peg in the back, which... To be fair, most Marvel Legends do. But I was wondering if, like, I guess nothing really plugs in there. I was hoping there'd be, like, a thing to put the gun on. But, nope, nothing. Nothing in the box, right? No. Nothing. Oh, well. Pretty cool anyways. Yeah. There is our... We're gonna stand. There we go. Marvel Legends Forge. Pretty simple, basic. You know, I know he's not one of the mainstream kind of X-Men, so not a lot to really say about him. But yeah, there's Forge. I think he's one of those characters, if you are going to try to do like a 90s build or something, you know, I think he's a good one to go after and kind of add in there. He is a part of the blue or gold team, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. I know for sure he's in X Factor for a while. He's in X Factor for a while, so I'll probably put him in the X Factor team as opposed to the X-Men team. Just kind of go from there. But yeah, that is it. Our Marvel Legends Ford with guns and a Caliban piece. Like I said, not too much to write. Caliban does not have articulated fingers, but for whatever reason, it just kind of looks like he's going for the flip off. I just noticed that. Sorry, just I was looking at it over here kind of on the side and I noticed that. Like, really? Yo, I just had a flashback to the old Left 4 Dead video game covers. Whoa. Anyway. Yeah, Forge. Good one to have. Put them on X Factor, put them on X-Men, do whatever you're going to do with them. And, yeah, not much to really say other than that. I'll catch you guys in the next video.